Tonight, you are auditioning to be a lounge singer.
El Jefe.
El Jefe.
Let's do it.
Let's do
Boom.
it.
Hey, welcome to the Desert Brew. I'm Gene, and today I'm coming to you from the Palm Springs Animal Shelter. I wanted to come down to the shelter and find out about animal adoption. I have to tell you, we have an amazing support system. NBC Palm Springs has brought so much to the animal shelter here, whether it be supporting their drive for funds or adoption. Fred Rogan as well has brought great conversation as it relates to the issues with shelters within Riverside and Palm Springs in general. What I wanted to do was have a different conversation, and that is, what other things can we do to help? And one of them is actually fostering a dog. I had no idea going into this what that meant, what sort of commitment that meant. The ideas I had were just so far-fetched, so this has been a great time just educating myself, and hopefully we can get a lot of these dogs fostered until they're adopted. So join me today. We're dedicating this show to animals, and I hope at the end of the day I can get some animals some homes, whether it just be temporary even.
Today, we're getting active.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up?
Welcome
How you
to
doing?
the shelter.
Good. How are you today?
Love these guys. We are at the Palm Springs Animal Shelter. You know what I want to do today, right?
Sign up for some fostering, right?
I want to do fostering.
All
I really
right.
want to do fostering. You guys get great, you do great work, first of all. Great publicity. NBC Palm Springs is on it when it comes to raising money and adoption. But I want to understand the entire process for fostering. Before we get started, Dan, I want to what's new that's happening around here?
So it's been a really, really busy winter here at the Palm Springs Animal Shelter. I think all the coverage people know, we've been dealing with helping people from LA and the LA fires and bringing animals in from LA and helping on that level.
Okay.
But beyond that, also dealing with the pet population problem here in our local valley as well. So we've been expanding services. As you know, we have a low-cost vaccine clinic. We've expanded that to 2 days a week now. So it's now Thursdays and Sundays. All the information is on our website there as well. We're gearing up to open up the Wildlife Center this spring. And in Desert Hot Springs, we're going to open up a medical center. So lots of activities going on these days.
I love it. Okay, question for you though. I have lots of questions. This is my first time here, by the way.
Okay.
We know each other from events, and
Right.
this is my first time here. The population, does it ever get better? Does it ever get better through all the education you guys do and the exposure and the programs? Does it ever get better? Is there ever less animals, or it's just a constant?
It's a constant. In the
Okay.
winter time, our numbers tend to go down a little bit.
Okay.
But in a couple months, what we call is our April baby shower time, when kittens flow in here.
Okay.
We will get, on average, 20, 30 cats, kittens in a day.
No.
It's just crazy. To the point where all of our cages are filled. We have cages in our meeting rooms with kittens in them as well. And that's why we need volunteers and fosters to help.
So, I always think dogs, but we're talking about I love a kitten, but that's amazing. So 30 a day.
Easily, yes.
That's crazy. And what about dogs?
So dogs continue to flow in as well,
Okay.
especially large dogs. We tend to do very well with getting smaller dogs adopted and through our system quickly, but the larger dogs sit here and they
Okay.
get very stressed. And the more they get stressed, they shut down. It's harder to show them and find good homes for them as well.
Well, and I mean, that's something that we've talked about. I know we've had conversations, and just, I ask a million questions. Like, I can't help it. It's just who I am. We've talked about the fact that when people come and see the animals, the longer that they're here, basically, the more, for lack of a better description, agitation, sketchy. So you're not actually seeing the dog how you would have it normally in your environment.
You're not seeing it presenting itself in its best.
In its best. And clearly, the longer the animal is here, the more agitated the animal is going to be.
The more stressed they get kennel stressed. Again, you'll see them doing circles. You'll see them continually barking. And again, it comes from the stress of being in small environments. It comes from hearing noise all day long as well. So, we do the best we can with what we have here at the Palm Springs shelter, but really fosters are life-saving grace that really helps us.
Today, we're getting active.
Okay, so you had me sign up online. That's the first step of really volunteering.
Yeah, exactly. So no matter what you want to do at the shelter, you want to sign up online through our volunteer program, and they get you onboarded. They ask some questions and figure out what you want to do at the shelter, and then they set you up with those teams,
What is a time commitment? Because I've got to tell you, when I heard fostering, I'm thinking like a child, like 6 to 18. And I was shocked to find out. I mean, tell us about the different.
So it can vary drastically. So it depends on the different kind of fostering that you want. So if you're going to bottle feed kittens, that's going to require you to get up every few hours at night and feed the kittens. If you want to foster like a senior dog that just needs a break from the shelter, not as large of a time commitment. You can foster them for a week. You can foster them for 6 months. We would go from based on what you want to do. We can find a type of fostering that will work for your hours and your time commitment that you're willing to do.
On average, how long of a commitment would it be to foster a dog so long as you don't become a failure and keep them?
So depending on, what kind of animal you have. If it's a puppy, then you come in and bring them when they're old enough to be spayed or neutered. If it's a dog, it just depends on when we can fit them in for their surgery. So you might have a dog for a week just while it's waiting for its surgery, and then they become available for adoption. Now, some people choose to keep that animal until they're adopted. And then we would schedule meet and greets. If somebody comes in,
well, that was my next question. Are people coming to my home? Like, I don't mind. I could serve cocktails and show the dogs.
Well, that does sound nice, but we typically will have you bring in the animal. So if somebody comes in and says, I want to adopt Fluffy,
how would they even know about Fluffy?
So Fluffy would be made available and show up on our website.
Okay.
With a note that says, in foster, please schedule a meet and greet.
Okay.
So they can either call, or if they come in and ask about it, we can say, okay, well, she's in foster. Let us contact the foster. And we would set up a time with that potential adopter. And you would bring Fluffy in, and somebody on our dog behavior team would do a meet and greet with the potential adopter and the dog. And if they get adopted, then they would go home with their adopter that day typically. If it wasn't going to work out for whatever reason, they would go back home with you until they are adopted. Or if we have a lot of seasonal residents who say, well, I can foster until this time.
Oh my God, that's so smart. I didn't think about that. So there are people like the snowbirds that come into town.
Exactly. So a lot of snowbirds will foster for us.
You get an animal while you're vacationing.
Exactly. So that's a big source of our fosters.
We can complete this off air because I want to see a little bit about what's going on here.
Yeah, definitely. We can. I'm going to start. We'll show you kind of where our large dog area is, which is just right behind us here, and I'll show you just kind of what that's like, we could go into the small dog area. We have our dog suites behind us with dogs that, you know, we want to highlight a little bit more, get to hang out in there. So
I love it. I love it. Show me a way. You're gonna take me behind the scenes.
Yes.
What's different about this area that, why are people not walking out?
Yeah, so this is gonna be where our large dogs are housed. They have an indoor area and an outdoor area, so they can kind of choose where they wanna be. But with being so full, we have a lot of dogs that are doubled up in kennels, and having people just walk by strangers all day kind of riles them up, and it becomes very stressful for them. The dogs are barking more, and then they don't get any quiet or downtime. So that's why we're only having staff and volunteers typically walking through these areas. If somebody comes and says, I want to adopt a large dog, we will show them. We have an iPad that has all of our available animals on it, so they can see different pictures, kind of get an idea of what they're looking for. A staff member will kind of help them out, ask questions, see what kind of lifestyle they have, so we can pair them with the right dog. Because some dogs you walk through, I had one that you walk into a kennel and he just looked like he was going to be an aggressive dog. He was barking and snarling. You get him out of there and at home, and he just wanted to lay on you and cuddle. He loved kids, cats, dogs, everybody ever.
Yo, yo, the Brew Boyz are here. All right, so we were outside, which is the other side of the exact same kennel, so they can go in and out throughout the day.
Correct.
So we're gonna see their indoor section.
Yeah, I'll show you just a little peek of the indoor section here. We'll just peek our head in. This door has to stay locked for obvious reasons, so nobody's just kind of walking through.
Of course.
But I'll show you their inside.
So you can volunteer, but you can also make a big impact just from home.
Yeah, and and if you don't have items to donate financially, even $20 is always helpful. Anything really helps.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
Can we peek at the small dog?
Yeah. Do you want to see the small dogs? They're right through
just
here.
Really quick.
They're particularly spoiled. They get lots of play groups. We have a lot of small dog volunteers for our TLC program. So we do have a good volunteer program for the small dogs. And then, even getting them out of the shelter is always helpful though. Yeah, so as we can, we will help out other shelters if and when we can. Typically, that's going to be with cats or small dogs.
But you brought other shelter animals from Los Angeles because of the fire.
Yes, we did. We went to LA County Shelter out there and brought in several cats, small dogs, a couple puppies, a couple large dogs, so we could free up space for the evacuee animals to go in.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Of course, and thank you.
So
we're
much.
looking forward to getting a little dog into your house.
Yeah, and I just want to say thank you for being on the show, but more important, really thank you for what you're doing. Seriously, thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Right.
Today, we're getting active.
Hey, welcome to the Desert Brew Kitchen. I'm Gene.
And I'm Saeed.
And we're gonna mix it up a little today. By the way, that's a cooking pun.
And that's why I didn't say Chef Saeed, because today I'm with you.
You're a sous chef.
You're gonna teach me
I'm a chef.
what you're doing.
Yes. So I'm excited. We just, as you know, just came from the animal shelter, got to foster some dogs. And I thought what a cool thing to do would be to share our family recipe for homemade dog food.
Yes.
I think that it is an amazing way to go if you have the time. We make it once a week.
Yep.
We make 7 days at a time for 3 dogs. You're going to see that all come together and what those ingredients are. They're all natural ingredients, which is amazing.
Yep.
And I've broken it down, and it's $2.30 a day to feed per dog. So if you have 1 dog, it's going to cost you $2.30 a day.
Exactly.
Which I think is, I mean...
It is. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You're saving, you're making everything with like fresh vegetables.
Absolutely.
So...
And there's nothing we're adding that could not be consumed by humans. In fact, it's all human food.
He's gonna try it at the end.
I have no problem trying it. Keep in mind, we're making it for 7 days for 3 dogs. So this is gonna be a large batch.
Yes.
In this batch, it's 2 eggs. We do 2 red bell peppers. We do yams.
Yes.
Rice, 2 cups of rice.
2 cups of rice.
And some coconut oil. Carrots.
Broccoli, your favorite.
And of course meat. We do both beef and turkey meat.
Exactly.
And mix it all together, cook it. How long do you think it takes? We've gone through this once, we practiced once.
The long thing in this process, as I've seen, because I've been watching him preparing everything, is the time that you will consume to have the vegetables be ready to be mashed. So I think this is the longest time.
The prep.
The prep will take the longest time, but everything else, I think he's gonna make it work.
We have our broccoli that was cooked.
Your favorite.
My favorite. I'm not a broccoli fan. Go ahead and, first of all, this is just broccoli. You can actually buy it in a bag.
Yes.
Just one of the bags that comes from the produce department, so still fresh. And you're gonna mash it up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start opening up the carrots, which is the next step.
You're gonna do the hard work.
Yes, the hard work.
Always use the hardest bowl you have, and then you put it in a bigger one so you can blend everything together. These are the yams, the sweet potatoes.
The sweet potatoes, so those have been cut up.
Yes.
He's going to crush those next.
And
then we have carrots as well.
Yes.
Let's move to the carrots. I'll take my display suit.
Yes, you will.
Back. Oh, these look beautiful. Look at that.
It is.
Look at those carrots. Amazing.
It's
amazing,
really
amazing. And then we're going to crush these next. We'll get to work, mister. You're the sous chef.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Come on. All I'm here to do is to show the food. So while you're crushing up, smashing, if you will, the yams, you need to add 2 eggs to it.
Okay, chef. I'll do whatever you say.
I mean, that's what you would do, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay.
Exactement.
Exactly. We need a little protein for our dogs.
Yes, we do. So after each step, like now when I had the eggs, always remember to wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Hygiene.
That's funny. Get it? Hygiene.
That's why I said it. Hygiene.
Yeah, hygiene. Okay, I think that's good enough. I'm gonna have you finish the carrots.
Yes.
And while you finish the carrots, I'm gonna start mixing it.
Fine.
So we actually use a large, it's basically a party bowl or a salad bowl, just to keep it low. I think it's like the 99-cent store bowl or something like that. So we have our yams. And broccoli. Everybody knows I'm not a broccoli fan, but my dogs are, so they're going to get broccoli, plus they need a little fiber. So other than this, we're going to add some bell peppers.
Yes.
That's actually been mixed in advance with the beef. So as the beef was cooking, we added in the bell peppers as well. So let me grab that. Here is our beef. We've drained any extra oil out of it. You want to make sure that you get it as clean as possible for your animals. See if I can do this and not knock everything over. Just so you know, below my feet are actually the dogs right now because they know exactly what we're making.
They smell the food. They know.
They smell the food, trust me. And then we have rice. We've done, what, 2 cups of rice as well?
Yes, 2 cups of rice. You know what? This smells really good.
It is actually really good.
That's ground beef and ground pork or turkey? What do you use?
No, turkey. And actually, it's funny. Some of the times when I get this stage done, I have some tortillas to the side. I make myself a little burrito.
Yeah, just add some spices. Don't use spices for animals. just add some spices for you and for Jean.
Exactly. Well, the spices is really in the bell peppers.
Yes.
Add the carrots.
Use the...
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
So what do you think?
Yeah,
What do you think I'm missing?
like, I don't know, you mentioned something about the, exactly. The coconut oil.
Coconut oil, so good for your dog, so good for their skin, definitely, and makes it a little easier actually to miss this.
And he's using the same spoons he
Yeah,
used
so
to
not
make
just a spoon.
It's a fancy spoon.
No, what size spoon is it?
It's a tablespoon, it's a big tablespoon.
Very good, I just wanted to see, because I'm the chef today.
I
so
know.
basically you're gonna fill it all the way to the top.
Perfect.
Don't compact it too much.
Okay.
I just want you to know how edible it is.
And you will make it once, and you will have it for the whole week, and you can freeze it.
Or the month.
Yes.
You can make a huge, if you have one dog, this actually will last you an entire month. We have
Exactly.
3, so it lasts us a week. So
Exactly.
Thank you for joining my show today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me in your kitchen with your recipe.
I appreciate it.
And let us know if you're gonna try it.
I love it.